I think we need to make some significant changes in the way in which unemployment insurance is paid out in Canada. At the current time, the number of weeks of work required to become eligible for unemployment insurance, the number of weeks required is less in an area where there's high unemployment than there is in areas where there's lots of job opportunities. And of course the Maritimes is the area that benefits primarily from that. The other thing is that unemployment insurance also applies for people who have seasonal employment. For instance, if you're a fisherman, even though you're owner-operator fisherman, you can qualify for unemployment insurance. And I don't really know the background of this, but farmers in Western Canada who are grain operators who are not employed during the wintertime are not eligible for unemployment insurance. But fishermen, even though they've got seasonal employment in their own business, are eligible. So that's an inequity that I don't understand, and I don't see the logic for why that should be the case. And as I mentioned, I don't think you should be able to qualify for unemployment insurance with fewer weeks of work in one area of the country compared to another. Now, I can understand why the politicians do this, because it's obviously a very popular thing in the Maritimes, where there isn't a very buoyant economy. But we've had some examples here in BC just recently where there's some Chinese workers are going to be brought in to do some mining in northern BC. And we don't require people to take jobs that are available. In other words, why should we have to bring in workers from China if there are people who are unemployed in the Maritimes or in Vancouver who simply don't want to take a job up in the the northern part of BC? I think we're going to have to tighten up the eligibility criteria for unemployment insurance so that people do have a financial incentive to move to where work is, whether it's out of their region or out of their territory. I just think it's given the costs of unemployment, and we know that it's a recurring thing in the Maritimes. It's a way of life. People work in the summer and they go on EUI in the wintertime. And it seems to me that we have to get away from that kind of a logic and turn our country into a country of workers, not a country of layabouts.